Imagine finding the absolute perfect computer. It has ridiculous speed. It crushes everything you throw at it. Best of all, it comes with a price tag that feels like a glitch in the Matrix. Just a few months ago, that was the M4 Mac Mini. It was the most affordable, highest value computer Apple had released in years. But if you try to buy one today, you are in for a nasty surprise. Something very strange is happening right now. Suddenly, it is incredibly difficult to actually get your hands on one. Depending on the configuration you want, you might be staring at wait times of 4 to 6 weeks. To make matters worse, Apple has already increased the price. The low-cost entry point that made this machine an absolute no-brainer is quietly disappearing. And all of this is happening while the M5 generation is sitting right around the corner. This raises one massive question that every Mac buyer needs to answer right now. Should you just give up and wait for the M5 Mac Mini? Honestly, I think Apple may have accidentally made the M4 Mac Mini a little too good. And if the next generation performs anything like the new M5 MacBook Pro, the M5 Mac Mini is going to matter a lot more than you think. The disruption of the M4. To understand why the M5 is such a big deal, we have to look at what made the M4 so popular. It was not just raw power. It was the insane value. When the M4 Mac Mini launched at $599, it completely disrupted Apple's own lineup. Overnight, people stopped looking at custom PCs or older Intel workstations. They were comparing a tiny, budget-friendly desktop to high-end Mac Studios and MacBook Pros. For creators, the performance was unbelievable. You could edit massive RAW files in DaVinci Resolve. You could run complex external SSD setups. You could plug in multiple high-resolution monitors and dive into heavy AI tools. The M4 Mac Mini handled way more than anyone thought possible. But now, we are stuck in a very weird situation. You can barely get one. Wait times are stretching from weeks into months. The prices have crept up. The legendary value equation has totally changed. If you already have to wait weeks just to get last year's tech, waiting a little longer for the M5 suddenly sounds like the smartest move you can make. What the M5 MacBook Pro tells us. We do not have to guess what the M5 Mac Mini will look like. We already know. The M5 MacBook Pro is already out in the wild. We have the benchmarks. We have the GPU testing. We have the thermal data and the real-world creator results. Since the M5 Mac Mini will share that exact same silicon, we have a clear window into the future. If you're expecting a massive leap in CPU power, you might be disappointed. The CPU is not going to be the biggest story here. Most data points to a 10% to 15% increase in multi-core performance and a slightly better bump for single-core tasks. Yes, you will get faster video exports. Your apps will launch a little quicker, but it is not a revolutionary jump. Honestly, if you're just browsing the web, editing documents, or doing basic photo tweaks, the M4 was already overkill. Even older Apple Silicon laptops can handle those basic tasks with ease. The days of yearly chip upgrades totally transforming normal, everyday computing are over. The real upgrade, GPU and AI power. The real reason you should care about the M5 Mac Mini is the GPU. This is where things are going to get wild. Early expectations and current rumors point to a massive 30% or higher performance jump over the M4 when it comes to graphics. That is a massive deal. Modern computing is heavily driven by the GPU. Workflows are changing fast. Think about the apps you use every day. DaVinci Resolve rendering, upscaling and noise reduction, Fusion and Blender 3D modeling, high-end gaming, running local AI models. These are the tasks that will heavily benefit from a much stronger GPU. And that brings us to the biggest shift of all, artificial intelligence. I think the M5 Mac Mini will be one of the very first Apple computers to treat AI workloads with absolute seriousness. This is not just about Apple Intelligence marketing buzzwords. I'm talking about running heavy, local AI models right on your desktop. We are looking at offline AI workflows, AI-assisted video editing, advanced voice processing, and rapid image generation. Apple is aggressively pushing in this direction. The upgraded GPU architecture and the new neural engine improvements in the M5 could matter why. Why more over the next 5 years than a simple CPU speed bump ever could? Memory, thermals, and extreme efficiency. Let's talk about memory. The M4 already performs incredibly well because Apple uses unified memory. But the M5 is expected to push memory bandwidth significantly higher. More bandwidth means better graphics processing, smoother AI generation, and flawless multitasking for large creative workflows. We might even see Apple finally push for Thunderbolt 5 support. For creators who rely on lightning-fast external SSDs and high-end docks, that would be a total game changer. There is another secret weapon the Mac Mini has, and people always forget about it. Thermals. Unlike an ultra-thin laptop like a MacBook Air, the Mac Mini has active cooling. It has a fan, and it has room to breathe. That means it can sustain high performance for much longer periods. As GPU tasks and AI generation run your machine hotter, that cooling advantage becomes critical. But here's the craziest part about Apple Silicon: power efficiency. The Mac Mini gives you this incredible speed, but it barely uses any electricity. You can edit 4K and 6K video, generate AI art, and run multiple monitors all while using a fraction of the power a bulky Windows PC would demand. With the M5 generation, Apple is going to push that efficiency even further. You'll get better performance per watt. That means less heat, less fan noise, and lower energy consumption over time. You are getting the power of a massive desktop workstation packed into a silent little silver box on your desk. This incredible efficiency is the true hallmark of the M5 era. The final verdict: Apple actually has a problem on their hands. The M4 Mac Mini was just too good. How do they convince people to buy the M5? They cannot just tell you that Safari opens 8% faster. Nobody cares anymore. That is why this transition phase is so exciting. We are leaving the era of minor speed bumps. We are entering a new phase where GPU acceleration, local AI workflows, sustained thermals, and absolute power efficiency are the real selling points. So what should you do? Here is the honest truth. If your current computer is completely dead and you need a machine today to do your job, the M4 Mac Mini is still a spectacular computer. You might just have to pay a little extra on the used market to get it right this second. But if you have a working computer right now, you need to wait. You're already facing a 4 to 6 week delay on a new M4. The prices are creeping up. The M5 generation is literally right around the corner. It brings massive GPU gains, incredible future-proofing for AI, and better overall value. When you look at the facts, waiting for the M5 is the only logical choice. It is not just about speed. It is the beginning of a totally new direction for the Mac. What do you guys think? Are you going to hunt down an M4 Mac Mini, or are you holding off for the M5? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.